Hello and welcome back. Monday, Market 15, the 15-minute show that's probably going to be 15 minutes today. I don't know. We might do a quickie. We might not. Well, you might be up for surprises. So with me as always, Ashley Perkins, the beautiful, the quaint, the renowned.
Hello, everyone.
The one wearing a Nirvana shirt.
Yes.
She's wearing a Nirvana.
Nirvana, Colby, my 12-year-old gave this to me.
Embracing your inner
Walking
90s.
out. Heck yeah.
Did you listen to Nirvana when you were...
Oh my gosh, yes, Kurt Cobain. I cried when he died.
Oh.
I legit did.
I was more of Pearl Jam.
Oh, I wore a Pearl Jam shirt yesterday. You didn't see me, but I was jamming out.
I got my flannels in my closet still from high school. Yeah.
I love them.
That's how we play it.
We're a little old school.
So Rob Morrell's here, RCO Network. We're back here live on a Monday talking about the Phoenix housing market because that's what we do every Monday here live. Also, too, I want to mention that we do have an October event. Our RCO Network's gala event is this Thursday with a coupon code. That coupon code is what, Ms. Miller?
Flash.
I keep calling you
Capital Flash 10.
Flash 10. Hit Flash 10 in the coupon code. The link is down below for tickets. We're going to be doing that just for you if you're watching us live right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So Phoenix Housing. Oh, just for you. What do we got going in store for us here in the housing market?
Well, so we were going to have an awesome guest, but we did have to rearrange our schedule a little bit. But one of the things, and he's a lender, and we were chatting this morning about rates. And as I've been searching today here and there just to find out what's happening in the Arizona market, October 2022.
Am I doing rates again? We didn't even play.
And, well, no, not necessarily that, but as I was searching,
yeah,
there's so many convoluted, like, answers. Like, that I've done my recon, and interest rates say they're anywhere from, like, 5.52 or 5.52 to 7%. There's medium home prices are all over the board for Arizona. So it's like all these different websites are stating all these different what's
trying to pull them up right now.
Trends or all of this. But the fact is, Robert is so freaking awesome. He has access because real estate agents have access to facts, and that's what we're here to do is provide you guys facts.
In a fast basis.
In a very fast basis.
And
Robert, can you please give us the rates right now?
Yeah, let me pull up the rates right now. Let me get go to those rates right now. Let's look at not very good.
Yeah.
It looks like a shit show on the rates there. So these are average rates off of Google. You may have a lender that may be able to modify this or make this a little bit better, but not looking good. Let me go. I just pulled this up. That's why there's nothing set up. Let's do a 5% down conventional.
Credit score
is
change
looking like. So not a lot lot of good news.
Even if you have almost an 800 credit score.
Oh, let me do 6. Yeah, sorry, 680.
Because that's an average person.
I'm having a heart attack.
I know.
So mortgage rates aren't looking pretty right now. Mm-hmm. So for your average buyer, it sucks. I will say, and even for sales, it sucks right now too. People aren't listing houses, and I think they have the realization that things aren't selling, and that's very evident in our numbers. Let me pull up those numbers because that's what we're providing. Let me. Because
there's a lot more homes on the market than there ever has been. You know, we talk about our first house. So I believe mine was 7.5 or somewhere in that range, and I was on a 1.3 LIBOR arm, and it was adjustable, yada, yada, yada.
Oh, you were one that had an arm?
Oh, I had an arm. Yeah.
She has two,
that wasn't all.
Oh, God. Anyway, so yes.
But the house that I had purchased back then was $236,000, and that house just sold recently for $500,000. Well, it's like $499,999. But imagine 236 versus 500 at relatively the same interest rate. Holy guacamole.
Well, I can pull up those numbers, but we didn't really prepare. Actually, we prepared for a guest, and now we're kind of just...
ad-lib.
We're stretching for information to give you guys. And we're also late doing it, which is another thing that
how
we
did that
kind
even
of
happen?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let me pull up some numbers anyway, just so we can go over them. If you go to Redfin, at any time you can pull up the same numbers. The Phoenix housing market's new listings are just going down. I'm starting to see this very evident. People aren't listing their houses. I think they do see the market to where it's at. They're not seeing things turn over. If you're looking as an active buyer, you're seeing the same houses. There's nothing new coming on, and the stuff that's there is either probably crap or overpriced, or a combination.
Nothing is crap. Okay. JK.
That's a personal opinion. But the truth of the matter is listings are coming to a head. You see this on Redfin. You also see it on our Cromford data. So 3.3 months supply. So if we sold all our current housing inventory now, take about 3 months to get through, which is not necessarily a balanced market.
Mm-mm.
You know, so sellers, I think, are pulling back. And that's the same story we've been seeing these last couple months. That's our right there. So pending sales, same thing. We're seeing the impact in the pending sales. We're seeing pending sales decline mostly because of the interest rates. We just pulled those up. Interest rates are just blah too. I mean, they're just increasingly. And November 2nd is when the Fed meets again. And the anticipation is they're going to raise the federal funds rate another 0.75%. That is not a direct correlation between mortgage rates and the federal funds rate. But it is a fee that's charged to banks, and you know, the industry, the banks, the banking industry will off-charge you because you're absorbing the cost for them.
And I think we've asked this question before to our audience: where is their stance, especially homeowners? On
Lindsay, what's your stance?
The value of their home, and then buyers, like, what is their stance? I really want to know because all we know is Google is our friend. We do pay for services such as, like, Robert pays for, like, the Cromford report because it's not accessible to everyone. No. It's a paid service. Inman is a paid service that we can get more of insider information. However, I'm curious as the consumers out there that are consuming this information, whether it's from us or the internet or their friends or family or whomever.
Where do you get your information from?
Where do you get your information from? And what is your plan? Like, what is the action plan? And Arizona is still on one of the top places to move to, especially if you have a job that you can work remote.
Well, and I think more industries are coming here to the Valley, and there's going to be more competition. The bottom line for this market, we're 7 minutes in, so we're halfway done with the show.
Yeah, we're doing good. Look at us.
So the bottom line is people aren't buying and people aren't selling. So where are we at? We're in a very stagnant market, and that's very evident in the reports. I'm going to pull up our favorite dashboard. Look at that. Demand, supply. Look, the supply index is really low. Green means low. Red means high. We have too much houses. Demand index means we have little demand. So red is little demand, and then green is high demand.
SpaghettiOs.
So we're having technical difficulty. Let's see. And so the demand index or the market index really is a balanced market. So
Feel like it.
Does not feel like it. Like I said, there's an air of stink in the room. It smells like somebody farted, but nobody knows who it was.
Was me.
I checked it. There was only 2 people here, so I can only imagine.
That's a problem.
So if anybody wants to guess today and today only, if you want to guess who farted in the show today, we will give you. It's a 50-50 answer. So
it's so intriguing with with what's happening in our market, and there is, in my opinion, zero indication that these rates are going to go down. And I know it's freaking people out.
No, it's not.
In the home,
I can tell you it's not.
The home prices have dropped approximately about 7%. So home prices have dropped about 7% approximately. Interest rates are going from 7% up. I don't know why 7 sevens are like in there. Maybe it's an angel number if you guys are into that stuff. God. And then we also have, like, still unemployment has gone down from 6.3% to 4.1%. Yet we still are having shortages, with labor. So not just like getting lumber to do that, but also contractors to work. And it just makes me think, like, what the hell is going on? What is happening here?
I don't know. I the conspiracy mind in me is somebody's making money somewhere.
Oh, yes.
And I have a feeling in the beginning of next year, if you haven't sold your house, if you're in line or about to sell your house, one, you've missed the bar. That was back in May. 2, you're looking at seasonality, so even listing your house right now would be kind of a detriment. All you're going to do is see time on market. So anybody that's listing their house, like at the beginning of November, for instance, probably the worst time to list and get the most money. You only list if you have to. Right. That's just seasonality. People get caught up in the holidays. People are out shopping for gifts and Christmas things, Thanksgiving things. They're not really worried about the housing market in aggregate. And so you do see a dip. That's normal seasonality. With this market, there is nothing normal about anything. In interest rates, like I said, the Fed is going to be meeting on November 2nd. The anticipation is that the rate's going to keep going up another 0.75%. Into next year, I think investors are going to offload all their inventory beginning next year just because they're not seeing the yields and returns that they would have about a year ago. So I think people are going to be skittish and scared, investors, and dump their inventory.
They will, but if they do dump their inventory, it's a great opportunity for people to pick up homes.
Yeah, but at the same token, at what, 9% interest rates? Don't talk about interest rates. Yeah.
Interest rates are a huge
determining factor.
They really are, and it's really unfortunate. Now, do I think that we should discourage anybody from selling their home if they're in a position where they need to move somewhere? No. They can sell it, but just know where you're going. It may be more advantageous, and I hate saying this, and I'm going to say it anyway, to rent wherever you're going.
Yeah.
Until these rates go down. And if you have a little bit of equity in your property, pocket that, save it, and move on.
Well, since you brought up rents, I'm starting to see rents fall down too.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit lower.
Because people, I think, are being more money conscious, are being more concerned about their financial portfolio or whatever. Even just the money they make on a weekly basis. They don't want to be dumping it into a rental. So now they're being picky and choosy about that. And I don't know where these people are going is really the bigger question.
Yeah. No idea.
You know, if we have a net migration rate of like 300 people a day in the Phoenix area, where are they all going? I have no idea.
Well, I think in Arizona we have 300, but I think in like Maricopa County was like 157 or something, like odd number. But
still, more people are coming here than leaving.
Yes, seriously, I know, it's insane.
California's got to get going.
Which blows my mind that we still have over 21. I don't even know if you pulled it up how many properties we have.
Am I gone? So this number's been pretty stagnant too. This 17,000. These are the active listings and coming soon's coming on the market right now. And so this has been somewhat the same number for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It really hasn't moved. Everything has been kind of stagnant, boring, and I think people are getting the itch, man. I sent Ashley a meme today.
Oh, that was really funny.
Let me see if I can do it. Let's see if I can pull it up. I sent her a meme today because lenders are having a hard time. I don't want to make fun of lenders. I mean, everybody's kind of in a weird pickle.
We can all make fun of each other because we have literally no effing clue what the hell is going on right now.
Let me get this on.
It's just crazy.
So let me get Ashley on it. So and honestly, I've been kind of seeing this myself, where a lot of lenders have been approaching, just because the market is dependent. Lenders make their money by originating loans, and that's refis and purchases, and neither one of those is happening. Refis kind of ended back in about June, and then purchases just slowly been declining like crazy. So this was just a kind of a funny meme.
Well, what I love about this though is the lender we were going to have on earlier. And this is one of the things I love about him is he is the type of person, in my opinion, that can, I don't want to use the word finagle, but he's very conscientious and very aware of each individual's financial position and and he knows a lot about each different program. That originally they were put in one program and that didn't work out well for them, so they reached out to him. He was able to dig a little bit deeper and manipulate the situation and do his own recon and put him in the proper loan. That's the thing. A lot of people aren't in the proper loan. So if you're you're a first home buyer and you're okay with 7% because maybe you're a millennial and it's your first time buying a home at 7%, like when I was a millennial, or when I was like in my early 20s.
When you were a millennial?
I guess
Aren't you a millennial? I mean,
I don't believe that shit. But when I was in my early 20s, I didn't care that it was 7%. I just wanted to buy my first home and I could afford it and I was excited. So being able to have a lender work with you and put you in the right program and not just use a person that, maybe your aunt referred you to or your cousin just got his license, or which I don't know who's getting their license right now. They'd be crazy to do that. It's having the appropriate person that is going, they're basically in charge of your your financial future with your home, which is the biggest purchase you'll really ever make.
Well, I would say the success with any lender, any agent, anybody in sales, anything, if you put your own interest, your own agenda aside and actually think of the best interest of somebody else and really sell them a product that they need, not necessarily something that they don't need. And you really take in the information, listen to what problems they have. And if your product does resolve that issue, then, obviously tell them. You're going to articulate that. As a friend, you're going to naturally say, hey, these are the benefits. And because I see something in you, this is what I think could help you in that situation. If somebody is mindful and say, hey, you know what, this isn't going to work. And I've been across that conversation on the other side where I'm like, this isn't going to work. And not only just with real estate, but the CEO network too. I had a conversation from somebody from the U of A, and I still don't know. And I had a coffee conversation with her, and I had a conversation about how we can collaborate. And there's really nothing as far as their programming that I can see us working with, but you have to foster that relationship. And I say, I don't know if this is going to work right now, but maybe we can figure something out later. Maybe something will work in the next 6 to 9 months. Maybe we can come up with something as we continue our conversation. Because I do see something of value here, but just it's not for you right now. And having that ability is a really strong ability to do that.
Well, and I love what you said, like fostering the relationship. Yeah. So if you find a real estate agent or a lender that you do know, like, love, and build that rapport with, stick with them. They'll stick with you if they are the right person. Yeah. Whether you're buying 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, heck, 2 years from now, they will. You have the capability of setting them up on like a campaign where they can constantly see what houses on their market, what's happening, and that's important to build that relationship with those people if you're not quite ready.
Yeah, the hard part, anybody starting out, and this is, I think, why you said it's not a good time to get a license. It's because, the industry is really impacted, but you go into an industry, especially something new, and you want it to work, and you want it to work to your own selfish interest. Because A, you want to make money off of it, and you want to quit your job, or you want to, show your spouse, your wife, husband that you decided something and now it's working, and this is a good decision. There's so many other factors that are involved in that sometimes that is what is the prevailing notion, and that comes across in probably not the best of ways for somebody, probably not in their best interest. But when you learn and when you get that book of business and it starts turning over in your favor, you'll start to see that offering those services because that's something they need or something that they absolutely could use starts benefiting you. And those are those long-term relationships. And I wish people would see that at the beginning, but you need to go through those first steps first. And this is not just in real estate, this is just business in life.
Yeah. I mean, in general, but
kind of like dating too. It works in dating.
I really haven't ever dated. That's a whole nother show.
Oh yeah, we're working on that show.
So with interest rates, I really have to hit home with this, because when you are renting a property, you are investing 100% into the person that is renting it to you. 100% of your funds are going to that person who owns that property. So if you actually start to calculate, yes, 7% sucks.
Yeah, I wish I would have seen them. There was a meme that I actually saw this morning. She's like, I've been renting since I was 20. I can't afford to buy, and I've given the person I've been renting from $119,000.
Right. That's my point. Is 7% sucks. It's not awesome. But if you're going to rent for 5 years, or you're going to buy a home at 7% for 5 years, you know dang well that our cycle goes it's like about 5-7 year
about a 5 to 7 year cycle. Yeah.
So suck it up, Buttercup. Take it for 7%, and know that eventually down the road, you're still investing in yourself. You still get to write it off in your taxes. You still are a homeowner, which is awesome. And you could potentially rent it out if you have to go somewhere, move, maybe remote, or you decide to go sell tacos in Mexico, like I'm about to do right now. You haven't. No. I'm the carne asada, which is actually probably dog, which is fine. But no matter what the rate is, in investing in something that is for you versus paying for somebody else's investment.
Yeah, I mean that's the ergo in life. Pay yourself first. Was there anything else? We did cut it a little short today. We're at 20 minutes. Can you believe that?
I know, we're doing so good.
We've been ranting and raving. Look at that.
High five.
We actually kept it quickie. If there's any comments or questions, we are having our event in 3 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 3 days. We're having our event in 3 days. So please join us October 20th here at RCO Network in our WorkQuity lobby. Tickets are down below. Flash 10 is the coupon code if you want to log in and get that coupon code. Miss Millett Perkins. You
can call me whatever you want.
Oh, really? Oh, really? I can call you whatever I want. Anyway, wrong ending. But we'll be coming back at you next Monday here at Monday Market 15, the 15-minute show that took 20 today, which is amazing. Ms. Miller, Perkins.
I bid you adieu.
I bid you a Perkins adieu. We'll see you guys next week.